viewers, I'm your host Shivangi Mishra with another episode of South Asia Focus. Let's begin the show. PM Modi's visit to the US and co-chairing of the AI Action Summit in France highlight India's growing global influence. These engagements showcase India's ability to balance strategic partnerships, defense cooperation, and economic ties with key nations. PM Modi's diplomatic efforts aim to enhance India's global presence, positioning the country as a crucial player in tackling regional and international challenges. Strengthened ties with the US and leadership in shaping global AI policy underline India's pivotal role in the evolving geopolitical landscape. Take a look. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the United States early in President Donald Trump's administration, signaling a firm commitment to deepening US-India relations. As the fourth foreign leader to meet Trump during his second term, PM Modi's visit highlighted the continuity of US foreign policy and bipartisan consensus on the significance of engaging with India. At the White House, the two leaders engaged in high-level discussions on defense, trade, technology, and energy, further strengthening the strategic partnership between the two nations.
21वीं सदी टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन सेंचुरी है। लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों में विश्वास रखने वाले देशों के बीच टेक्नोलॉजी क्षेत्र में करीबी सहयोग पूरी मानवता को नई दिशा, शक्ति और अवसर दे सकता है। भारत और अमेरिका आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, सेमीकंडक्टर्स, क्वांटम, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी तथा टेक्नोलॉजीज में मिलकर काम करेंगे। आज हमने ट्रस्ट यानी ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग रिलेशनशिप यूटिलाइजिंग स्ट्रेटेजिक टेक्नोलॉजी, उस पर सहमति बनाई है। इसके अंतर्गत क्रिटिकल मिनरल, एडवांस मटेरियल और फार्मास्यूटिकल की मजबूत सप्लाई चेन्स बनाने पर बल दिया जाएगा। लिथियम और रेयर अर्थ जैसे स्ट्रेटेजिक मिनरल के लिए रिकवरी और प्रोसेसिंग इनिशिएटिव्स लॉन्च करने का भी निर्णय लिया है।
President Trump and Prime Minister Modi set a goal to reach $500 billion in trade between the US and India by 2030, alongside plans for enhanced military cooperation and joint space initiatives. This includes the potential sale of advanced F-13 stealth fighter jets to India. These efforts represent a transformative shift in US-India relations, signaling a deepening economic, defense, and technological partnership between the two nations. PM Modi's key discussions with influential figures from US intelligence chief Tulsi Gabbard and politician Vivek Ramaswamy to engaging with Tesla CEO Elon Musk further shaped the trajectory of India-US relations, underscoring the growing collaboration across multiple sectors. These engagements not only underscore the growing economic and technological partnerships between the two nations, but also highlighted the broader geopolitical significance of their alliance. Against this backdrop, President Trump reinforced the strong, friendly relationship between the United States and India, emphasizing the unity, mutual respect, and shared vision that continue to drive the countries closer together.
We're going to be doing, I think, record business, record numbers, and we're going to work with India also. We have some very big trade deals to announce in the very near future. Well, I think more than anything else will be the unity. We have great unity. We have great friendship, he and I and our countries, and I think it's only going to get closer. But it's very important that we remain united as countries. We are We're friends and we're going to stay that way.
PM Modi's US visit followed a two-day trip to France, where he engaged in key discussions with President Emmanuel Macron on AI, civil nuclear energy, and other strategic issues. The Prime Minister co-chaired the AI Action Summit along with the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, in Paris. PM Modi emphasized India's remarkable achievement in building a digital public infrastructure that supports its 1.4 billion citizens, leveraging open and accessible technology. He also highlighted India's AI mission, noting that the country is developing its own large language model tailored to its diverse population. Moreover, PM Modi underlined India's readiness to share its expertise globally, ensuring that the benefits of AI are inclusive and accessible to all.
India and France are really working together because we have the same vision of what AI can bring as a tool for more development, as a tool for innovation, as a tool for prosperity. We are also discussing, as part of the global partnership on AI, how to build AI for good. Open AI solutions to face climate change, agriculture, smart cities, water resources, and make sure that these algorithms are free, open, not just for India and France, but also to other developing and emerging countries. And this is something I know India wants to do even more, and that France will support and we will do together.
The summit featured discussions on critical themes, including greater access to AI infrastructure to ensure inclusion, the responsible use of AI, AI for public interest, making AI more diverse and sustainable, and ensuring safe and trusted governance of AI. Meanwhile, in a significant announcement, Prime Minister Modi revealed that India will host the next AI summit, reinforcing the country's commitment to shaping the future of AI on a global scale. Prime Minister Modi's recent visits to the US and France have underscored India's expanding global influence and its strategic, forward-thinking approach to international relations. Pakistan stands at a crossroads as political unrest deepens, with widespread protests, growing instability, and a fragmented democracy. Allegations of a stolen election, violence, and the imprisonment of key political figures like Imran Khan have sparked a nationwide outcry. With the opposition demanding the resignation of the current government, the country faces a challenging road ahead. A report.
Pakistan is facing a deepening political crisis with widespread protests and growing instability following last year's contested general election. The political landscape has been rocked by allegations of a stolen mandate, violence, and the jailing of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. The country's political future hangs in the balance as Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party held a massive rally in Swabi, a city in the northwestern Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, on February 8, marking the one-year anniversary of the disputed election. PTI leaders marked the day as a black day and called for nationwide protests. However, the government imposed a ban on rallies in key regions, including Punjab, Balochistan and Islamabad, restricting protests to Swabi, where PTI's headquarters are based. PTI alleges that the 2024 election was rigged and is demanding the release of its leaders, including Imran Khan, who has been jailed since August 2023 on corruption charges.
आवाम के मैंडेट का आपको अगर कदर नहीं है तो जमहूरियत हाथ से जाता जाएगा, वो गैर जमहूरियत कुव्वत स्पेस कहलेगी। मैं उन लोगों को ये बताना चाहता हूँ जिसने पाकिस्तान तहरीक-ए-इंसाफ का मैंडेट चोरी किया। पिछली साल 8 फरवरी को लोग इमरान खान साहब के से थे और आज इस 8 फरवरी को फिर लोग इमरान खान साहब के हैं। आपकी ये गलतफहमी है। आप लोगों को पार्लियामेंट तो दे सकते हैं लेकिन दिलों पे राज नहीं कर सकते।
Last November, violent protests erupted when police used containers to block Khan's supporters from marching to Islamabad for a banned demonstration. The 2024 election held in February was marred by a mobile internet shutdown, pre-election violence, arrests, and delayed results, sparking accusations of rigging. While Khan-backed candidates secured 93 seats, they were unable to form a government due to a lack of majority. Therefore, PTI supporters are also calling for the resignation of the current government.
आज हम यहाँ पर इसलिए आए हैं जो 8 फरवरी को हमारा मैंडेट चोरी किया गया था। फॉर्म 45 जो है वो इन लोगों ने फॉर्म 45 को बाहर करा दिए गवर्नमेंट से और फॉर्म 47 वालों को अंदर बिठाया जो जाली मैंडेट और जाली लोग हैं। इस हवाले से हम यहाँ पर एहतजाजन योम स्याह मना रहे हैं 8 फरवरी के उसके हिसाब से।
As Pakistan grapples with its political turmoil, the future remains uncertain. With escalating protests, mass arrests, and a deepening divide between the government and opposition, the country faces a growing sense of instability. As tensions rise, Pakistan's democratic process appears increasingly at risk, with questions about the integrity of the upcoming elections and the nation's ability to restore order and peace. The road ahead is unclear, and the shadows of a fractured future loom large over the country's political future.
Time now for Asia This Week, the stories from across the continent.
The Tokyo Metropolitan Government will organize the 3rd Annual Global Startup Conference, Sustainable High City Tech Tokyo or Sushi Tech Tokyo this May. The event is designed to support startups and foster a global network. Tokyo Metropolitan Governor Yuriko Koike made the announcement.
There are 2 points that I wish to emphasize about Sushi Tech, and one is having open discussions on the future vision for cities. The other is creating more new encounters for innovation and startup growth. This year, Sushi Tech will be upgraded further with these points in mind.
Tokyo ranks 3rd globally in the number of corporate headquarters, providing an ideal environment for driving innovation. During the 100-day countdown pre-event on January 30th, 6 selected companies vied for the opportunity to showcase their innovations at Sushi Tech Tokyo 2025 in May through a competitive pitch contest. Tokyo, renowned as one of the world's most captivating cities, is now taking a bold step forward by evolving into a hub of innovation and smart technology. Iranians gathered in the capital Tehran on February 10th to mark the 46th anniversary of the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Footage from Iranian state media showed large crowds gathered at the Azadi Square, listening to speeches and music while waving Iranian flags. The 1979 revolution toppled Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, a secular monarch allied with the West, and led to the formation of an Islamic Republic headed by Ayatollah Khamenei, a Shiite cleric. Yamaha Motor manufactures 4 million motorcycles in its global factories. To create a factory system adaptable to seasonal demands and diverse customers' orders, the company has developed the Super General Purpose production line, featuring an automated guided vehicle bypass system. Automated guided vehicle transport each part and body along a pre-programmed route to complete motorcycle assembly. The production line has been streamlined from 4 to 2 lines, with smaller bikes assembled on a single line. Larger motorcycles undergo assembly across 1 or 2 lines before moving to the finishing area. Once completed, automated guided vehicles deliver the motorcycles to the final inspection zone, where they undergo rigorous checks on all functions and appearance, down to the smallest scratch before shipping.
AGV のバイパス方式を導入することで、年間一定の高い稼働率を実現することができ、作業者も工場の設備も無駄がミニマムにできるような生産の方法を実現することができました。
The Super General Purpose Production Line, with its automated guided vehicles bypass system, has introduced a new era of flexible manufacturing. It ensures a stable production while maintaining a consistent workforce and labor requirements, representing a groundbreaking transformation in production systems.
In Pakistan-occupied Gilgit-Baltistan, traders are expressing growing concerns over the government's decision to withdraw customs concessions, particularly in Sost, a key town on the China border. Local traders worry this move will destabilize an already fragile economy which lacks industrial infrastructure and employment opportunities. Our report.
The trade dynamics in Pakistan-occupied Gilgit-Baltistan are currently facing significant challenges as the government plans to withdraw certain customs concessions, leaving local traders concerned about the future. Traders and residents in Sost, a key town located on the Pakistan-China border, are particularly anxious about the impact this decision will have on their livelihoods.
गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के जो नौजवान हैं या लोकल जो ताजिर हैं उनके लिए कस्टम ड्यूटी में, सेल टैक्स में, इनकम टैक्स में दिगर जो टैक्सेस हैं उससे मुस्तस्ना करार दे के इनको एक सहूलत दी गई थी, जो सहूलत जो है वो ख़त्म हो बतदरीज जो ये सहूलत ख़त्म की जा रही है, जो कि यहाँ जिसकी वजह से यहाँ इंतहाई तशवीश पाई जाती है और मुस्तकबिल करीब में जो है इस बॉर्डर के अंदर जो है बड़ी ख़तरनाक सूरत पैदा हो सकती है। अगर हुक्मरानों ने, अगर ज़िम्मेदार अफराद ने इस बॉर्डर की तरफ तवज्जो न दी, इनके मसाइल हल न किए, तो यकीनन गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के अंदर पाकिस्तान की निस्बत देखें तो इस इलाके में इंडस्ट्रियल यहाँ कोई जोन नहीं है, यहाँ कोई ऐसी फैक्ट्री नहीं है, यहाँ कोई प्राइवेट सेक्टर नहीं है कि पब्लिक जो है वहाँ से अपना रोज़गार कमाए।
In POGB, traders are expressing concerns that the government's move could destabilize the already fragile economy of the region, which lacks industrial infrastructure. Without an industrial environment or sufficient employment opportunities, many fear that the youth and workers in the area will be left without means of livelihood.
जो मामला शुरू से तय है उसको एज इट इज़ फॉलो करके यहाँ की तिजारत को भी फ़रोग़ दिया जा सकता है, यहाँ से ज़रा लोगों को रोज़गार भी दिया जा सकता है, यहाँ से कस्टम कीमत में जो है टैक्स भी कलेक्ट किया जा सकता है। अगर लोग जो है हर साल एक नई पॉलिसी बनेगी, हर साल एक नई चीज़ को लेके आएंगे तो लोग सफ़र कर जाएंगे, लोग जो है डिस्टर्ब होंगे, कारोबारी जो है वो मुश्किलात का शिकार होंगे।
The economic future of POGB hangs in the balance as concerns over the removal of customs concessions continue to mount, and local traders urge the government to address their grievances before further damage is done.
Let's now move to Indian state of Karnataka, where Tibetan monks recently gathered at Tashi Lumpo Monastery, offering prayers for the long life of the Dalai Lama, a spiritual leader and a symbol of hope for Tibetans worldwide. Meanwhile, in Dharamshala, the community mourned the loss of Gyalo Thondup, the Dalai Lama's brother and a dedicated advocate for Tibet's freedom. Take a look. In a heartfelt display of devotion, Buddhist followers and Tibetan monks gathered in the Karnataka, southern state of India, to offer prayers for the long life of the 14th Dalai Lama. Hundreds of monks filled the Tashi Lumpo Monastery, their chants and prayers resonating through the air as they sought blessings for the 89-year-old Nobel Peace Laureate. The Dalai Lama, who turns 90 this July, has long been the spiritual beacon for Tibetans around the world. Fleeing Tibet in 1959 after a failed uprising against Chinese rule, he found refuge in India. Despite his exile, the Dalai Lama has always expressed a deep yearning to return to his homeland before he departs this world.
That His Holiness, may he live long
for the entire sentient being, and also to bless those people who are suffering out of ignorance, out of many other reasons.
For decades, the northern Indian hill town of Dharamshala has been home to the Dalai Lama, where he and his supporters continue to advocate for Tibet's peaceful autonomy. In this serene refuge, the Dalai Lama has maintained a small government in exile, remaining a symbol of hope and resilience. His unwavering commitment to the Tibetan cause and his vision of non-violent resistance have inspired millions worldwide, fostering a movement rooted in peace and compassion. However, recently the Tibetan community in Dharamshala was struck with sorrow as they mourned the passing of Gyalo Thondup, a respected political figure and the elder brother of the Dalai Lama. Thondup, who had been an integral part of the Tibetan struggle for freedom, died in Kalimpong, a town in the eastern West Bengal state. In Dharamshala, exiled Tibetans gathered in prayer to honor his legacy, reflecting on his lifetime of dedication to the Tibetan cause and the leadership he provided alongside his brother.
We are very saddened to learn his demise, not only because he is the brother of His Holiness Dalai Lama. We are saddened because he is the power, or the one, or like one of the very important people who is like so dedicated and committed to Tibetan freedom. And his journey not only begins from the 1959, his journey begins from the 1951. Right before we lost our country, he has been engaging with in dialogues with other countries for the independence of Tibet.
Over 100,000 Tibetans live in several formal settlements and numerous informal communities across India. The Indian government supports their integration by funding schools that offer free education and reserving seats in medical and engineering colleges. Eligible Tibetans can also obtain voter identification cards. Tibet was seized by China in 1950, which labeled the event as a peaceful liberation from feudal serfdom. However, international human rights groups and exiled Tibetans consistently condemn China's oppressive rule in Tibetan regions, citing ongoing human rights violations. Tibet's spirit remains strong, bound by faith, courage, and the pursuit of freedom. And with that, we come to the end of this week's episode. See you next week. Goodbye and take care.